Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you part 4 of What If Naruto Was Kidnapped and Returned with a Bloodline. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto was recreated by the Shinigami on this channel guys. And over in Making 3, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto was the genius experimenter. And over in Making, I post a brand new Naruto. What if Naruto was godlike and awakened by Kushina? So go ahead and enjoy that guys. And remember for new, yes, I indeed have 3 channels. Anime King, Anime King 2, Anime King 3. Which I post What If on every single day guys. So go ahead, click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. So without further ado, with this we jump right into the new episode. Start the intro. So the last spot we left off, Teiwai was running for her life as she bumped into Sakura and Ino. They had come to terms with her foul language, but now she was deathly afraid of something. What they did not know, as they asked her, as she was afraid of a woman that was hunting her down ever since she got back. It was none other than Uncle Midarashi as she revealed herself, hearing that they were once with Orochimaru. She was here, as she was convincing, well, more like forcing Teiwai to fight her. Not a spar, literally fight her. As Teiwai didn't want to go through that, the woman was a crazy bitch. As they got into a bit of scuffle until Naruto and the others came by. As Naruto was on some kind of quest. Uncle tried to stop him but he proved slippery as he got away. As Naruto made his way towards his house, Sasuke was there and also Shikamaru, as Naruto was gonna go to Uza to find out more about his clan. As Sasuke told him that it was ridiculous, he kept on talking and pissed Naruto off as Naruto gripped him by the throat and lifted him off the ground. He told him that he didn't understand, at least he had a family. Before they were taken, he had nothing, not knowing where he came from, not knowing anything about himself, so he told Sasuke to shut up and be quiet, as he dropped him. Shikamaru said that he was tagging along as Naruto tried to protest, but he told him that he was his friend, he was coming along. As Sasuke got back to his feet, he was coming as well, as Naruto sighed. They were really getting annoying, but they were so-called friends, he said sarcastically. But it seems like he truly meant it. So with that, getting permission from the Hokage, they made their way. It didn't take them too long after arriving at a boat and taking some move here and there. They arrived to the old lands of Uza. But at the moment, it was a hiding spot for 2 missing nins. 2 missing nins from Kiri who had fled. As one of them was Jinpachi. Well, 2 of them were the 7-wielding swordsmen. Yes, they were part of the 7. As the both of them were quite dangerous, only 11 ninjas. As they saw Naruto and the other kids, thinking that they saw them, well, they were just wanting to end these kids. Maybe release some of their frustration and not make anyone know that they were here. They couldn't leave a trail behind. The hunter nins were after them, as Kishimaru really wanted to kill them. So they interrupted Naruto and the others. As Naruto came to a stop, realizing who they were, he told Sasuke and Shikamaru to run. As he dropped a smoke bomb and he moved off with them with a clone, as he started to fight the other 2, but they were proving quite difficult, especially with their blades. They ended up blowing up the entire house that Naruto and Sasuke and Shikamaru went in. They thought it was done until Naruto's hands came from the ground and bones erupted, ripping apart the swordsman's leg. Jinpachi tried to attack, but the kid jumped up and grabbed on to his partner's face and shredded it with his bones. Jinpachi went into a rage as he attacked Naruto. The battle was bloody and dangerous as he was able to beat and knock Naruto back into the river. As he watched as he sank down, as he blasted him inside. He then made his way back. making sure that the sword was still in good order to get it back. After all, it was one of the 7 ninja blades. At Konoha, Danzo was rather pissed off that Hiruzen would allow this. But Hiruzen had too much sympathy, as Naruto did not know anything about his heritage, and the child wanted to go and explore and learn out about it himself, as Hiruzen decided to accept these terms, even though, in hindsight, it was rather stupid to release Naruto like that, not to mention what he contained, as Danzo told him that he will come to regret this, but he was also having his root ninjas go down there to make sure that the child was going to be alright, as there were also the threat of Orochimaru coming back after him. As Danzo wouldn't allow that, he wouldn't allow the snake to get his hands back on his weapon, he thought to himself. We then skip back to Naruto who lay in the water as he heard a voice in his head. A voice that was telling him to trust him as Naruto didn't know who it was. But the voice offered him power to defeat his foes and save his friends. And Naruto realized that he got the other two in this mess, and he was going to get them out of it. He wasn't going to allow them to die. So yeah guys, so basically that's what I thought. If you guys can switch across the play check of yourself, and we'll see we jump right into the new episode. Let's begin this episode now guys. Sasuke ran as fast as he could, but making sure to keep cautious because Shikamaru was on his back, and he was unconscious as he moved through the vegetation. The rain pelted down on him as he turned. Shit, he's looking a lot paler than before. That blood loss was making things more and more bad. Gritting his teeth, he felt the pain in his left shoulder flare up. Blowing a hole in the wall with fireball jutsu was the best route to take at the time, jumping through Shikamaru and running. But this pain in his shoulder had him seeing double and tripping over his own 2 feet that he was not comfortable with at all. The booming thunder that echoed through the sky wasn't doing any good for his headache either. This is not how he saw this trip, adding out at all, as he ran and stumbled for another good 10 minutes. Sasuke yelled when he was clipped in the back of the leg from behind. He dropped to the ground in agony with Shikamaru falling down as well. He grabbed onto his injured leg as he turned to see the bearded swordsman from earlier, grinning behind him. You kids didn't die. A shame. It seems I underestimated you all. But still, at least I can finish you now. He then proceeded to saturate the area in a large amount of killer intent, freezing Sasuke in place. This malicious presence shook Sasuke to his very core, as he could see himself dying as the dangerous swordsman walked towards him. Jinpachi smiled widened as he stomped towards Sasuke, swinging his oversized blade in a childish manner. I couldn't mutilate your little friend like I wanted to because I had to send him to the bottom of the river that runs through the village. So I guess I'll have to start with one of you. His eyes switched back between Sasuke and Shikamaru before they focused on Shikamaru. Might as well get the unconscious one out of the way first. I love to save the best screams for last. You just wait your turn, boy, he said. Sasuke got up on shaky legs. No, I won't let you, he said. He already lost his family. He refused to lose a friend without trying as hard as possible, as he flashed through hand sign. Fire style. Fireball jutsu. The medium-sized fireball came toward Jinpachi. As he went through hand sign. Water style. Water wall. The rain that was falling twists and created a ball of water, as it was large as a wall block, slamming into the fireball. A small mist covered the area. Jinpachi chuckled at that. I know that this is redundant since you're not going to be alive very soon, but know this. A true shinobi knows how to use your opponent's strengths to turn the tide of the battle towards their win inside. Not that this is the squabble needed anything like that anyway. Before I kill you, kid, here's a quick lesson. Jinpachi swung his blade as it stuck into a tree. He then hopped onto the handle. Quick question, he said. What are Mizu shinobis known for? I'll give you a hint, the visibility around here is getting more worse and worse for you. Sasuke frowned. As the mist was becoming thicker and thicker, his fireball attack, which was his strongest attack at the moment, did nothing to his opponent. Hell, all it did was cause the bastard to lower his guard a bit and become Aruka Sensei 2.0 with this lesson talk. Plus it made this unnecessary miss, and it was lowering Sasuke's visibility. Knowing that man was waiting for an answer, he shifted to anything related to Mizu shinobis. As you remember, Konoha was affiliated with fire. The Sun was affiliated with puppets and fans and wind techniques. As he thought about it, Kumo was affiliated with lightning. The Stone was affiliated with skill, with earth techniques. Kiri was affiliated with, as he tried to place his mind on it, The bloody mist. It was staring him right in the face. Mist. Holy shit, he said as he looked at the mist all around him. He switched the battlefield to one that gave him a better advantage by using Sasuke Fireball with his water ball. Jinpachi smirked as he saw the revelation on Sasuke's face. I see you found your answer, my boy. Know that you know that you're gonna die after I'm done with your little friend over there. I'll let you sit there and marinate on the fact that you had a really crappy night, kid. The mist thickened even more. It was like it was assisting Jinpachi. The mist crept around his body, started from his legs, then wrapping all around him before it could fully hit him though. As Jinpachi was about to play the game, as he brought his hand up, now you see me. As he brought it down, a bolt of lightning rushed from the heavens. As it was bright, Sasuke's eyes noticed something in the mist. Several new people, as he heard the sliding of blades pulled out of their holster. Wait, Jinpachi's sword was already out. Who the hell are the newcomers, Sasuke thought. He couldn't make himself an easy target as he looked over towards Shikamaru and rushed towards the boy. The location where Shikamaru had fallen. As he looked over, he saw the dark spot there in the mist as he made his way. When he pushed out of the mist, he was surprised. It was a large rock. What the hell? He heard clashing behind him as he jumped away. As he went to the base of a rather large tree, he was confused. Where the hell was Shikamaru? As Sasuke started to panic, this was not the kind of fight that he was looking for earlier. This was a life and death situation. With a dislocated shoulder and a wounded leg, there wasn't much that he could do against anyone that wanted to kill him. It was hard to admit, especially for him and his pride, but he was completely outclassed here. He just hoped that the others that came weren't here to kill him as well. As he saw blue streams of silhouettes in the mist. Blue streams? Wait, that was chakra. Why was he seeing their chakra? As he didn't understand why he was seeing their chakra, an explosion went off that shook the place. As Sasuke saw a projectile, it was a human body. It slammed into the tree next to him. The body was missing both of its arms. It seems that they were blown off. The torso had a large gash going across the chest that was oozing out blood, drenching the body. This wasn't his first time seeing death, but he would be a liar if he said that he wasn't scared shitless. That man with the unknown explosive sword was able to kill Naruto, and now he was decimating the shinobis that were attacking him. Suddenly someone grabbed him. Sasuke looked up in panic as he was lifted up. He tried to stab the person, however the voice spoke. There is no need for that, Uchiha-san. We're not here to harm you, Nara-san or Uzumaki-san. Our goal is to prevent any casualties and get you three back to Konoha safety. The Hokage sent you, said Sasuke. Higher ups from our village authorized our mission. Sasuke lowered his head. I think that mission won't be a complete success. What do you mean? The man said. Shikamaru, he was just behind me, but now I can't find his body. Our medical ninjas are relocated. Nara-san, I am taking you there now so that you can get medical treatment for any injuries that you sustain. Where's Uzumaki-san though? Sasuke was about to say, but he was cut off. Jinpachi had a pretty nasty bloodlust and aura. But whatever this was, whatever was coming towards him was much, much worse. The amount of chakra that Sasuke was seeing was ridiculous. And why was it red? What the hell was that? The Anvu was surprised. Uchiha-san, that's Uzumaki-san. If this situation was not dangerous before, it has just increased due to the power that he's using. As the ninja leaped off with Sasuke, Sasuke found himself brought to Shikamaru. Is Naruto that more dangerous now that he has a chakra? Swirling through him, Sasuke said, as he still didn't understand why he could see that chakra. As he looked up towards the ninjas, they were wearing blank, white porcelain masks. As he moved over, how is Shikamaru looking, he asked. The medic paused as he glanced up towards Sasuke. His condition is stable. Earlier, the large amount of blood that he was losing was on the verge of killing him. However, I gave him a blood pill and a soldier pill, and healed the stab wound and any other wound present. He is in a combat-ready state, but at the very best, he is no longer dead weight. Good. Can you heal me now? Certainly. Sasuke breathed a sigh of relief. Thank Kami these ninjas came. Otherwise, this would have turned out a lot more worse. He just hoped that Naruto would be alright. Back with Naruto. Shut up. The demonic voice of Naruto came out, as it was a bit more darker as he spoke. Too bad that the rain might wash away all the blood that you get covered in. The soaking in your blood of your enemy part always get me tingling inside. Shut up, Naruto growled once again. Since I can now experience the world through your senses, would it be too much to ask for you to eat that bearded one afterwards? Why in the actual hell do you think I would ever go along with that request, said Naruto? Because you're a sickening, selfless child who puts the wants of others first. Come on, throw me a bone here. I haven't gotten to savor the taste of blood, flesh, and defeat in a long time. Surely you can help me out. Yeah, no, said Naruto, as he rushed through the dense foliage. His body was enhanced by the Kyuubi's chakra. He got the image of the fox in his head, shrugging. You will need more of my chakra before the night is over. Once I give you enough, you will lose control over your actions, and you'll be subjected to my influence. I hope you like the taste of blood, flesh, and whatever else we're gonna eat. Try not to die yet, meatbag. With that said, the gigantic Biju ceases harassment, letting Naruto have some peace and quiet. A clone popped up beside him, his voice guttural than usual. How do we know where he is, boss? As Naruto was confused himself. Ever since the Kyuubi healed him and gave him this boost, he could sense it, the killer intent, even from this far distance. When he asked the fox, he wouldn't answer him. Once he had left some clones behind to scour the village for anything they can find, he decided to go after the bearded bastard. To be honest, said Naruto, I have no clue. Just know that we're not stopping until he's dead. That bastard tried to crush them in a building, and he hit him with so much explosive that a blonde-haired bomber would be proud. As Naruto felt it, Jinpachi was fighting several others, and he was holding his own. As Naruto jumped up in a tree, his feet left dent in it as he shot off. Inside of the mist, Jinpachi blocked another attack, as he drove his fist in one of the masked man's face, cracking said mask. The poor fool fell backwards. It was then that Jinpachi felt it. It slammed on his shoulder like a tidal wave. The pure malice, the rage. He leaped in mid-air as he twists. His feet made contact with Naruto's jaw. A snapping sound could be heard as Naruto was sent launching through the air, as he put in a lot of force. He was shocked as he landed. You should have stayed dead, brat. As he swung his sword at Naruto midsection, seeing that the brat was in mid-air, only for another Naruto to leap from the bush and took the attack head-on. Naruto flicked in mid-air as he stuck to the tree behind him. He reached up and grabbed his jaw and snapped it back into place, his cold red eyes looking toward Jinpachi. I got a bone to pick with you, said Naruto, as he spat several teeth. Jinpachi was about to say something until, now is not the time for terrible puns, dope, the voice of Sasuke said. I didn't mean that's that, you punk. Shut up, said Naruto. Damn it, his badass moment ruined by Sasuke. At least he was still alive though. Jinpachi watched as clones fill a clearing. Your friend was right. That was a pretty terrible pun, kid. As he took note of Naruto's new appearance. While unkept hair that was spiking out in all different directions. Red eyes. His nails and also fangs. As he smirked. It's not every day I get to maim a jinchuuriki. And it's not every day I meet someone with two braids in their beard. You're not very good to talking shit, are you, kid? Shut up and die! All of the clones leaped forward, bones coming out of their body. He was gonna die tonight. There was no alternative. Jinpachi surrounded himself in a colossal stream of explosives as they were pointed out towards the clones. It doesn't matter how much of you they are. To kill me, you'll have to touch me. If I take that away, tell me, brat, what else can you do? Blast sword technique, blasting bride, repeated death. The clone brigade was blown to pieces as series of explosions rang out, swallowing the entire clearing in a massive plume of smoke. Naruto created another dozen clones. That man don't leave this island alive. The clones all pointed their hands forward. 10-finger drilling bullets. Their attack decimated the land where Jinpachi was last seen. After they were finished, they looked on. Does anyone see him? No. Don't tell me he got away. Damn it! Wait, you guys, look! They all noticed a hunched-over silhouette emerge from the smoke. You're really starting to get on my nerves, you little crap! Jinpachi's clothes was shredded, as he didn't get out of that unscathed. How is he not lunch meat by now? A clone said, shocked that he was still standing. Look at his feet. There's a large amount of water surrounding him. He probably used a water ball or something to avoid them. As they all noticed the ground, he was right. I'm done playing with you, boy. I'm gonna kill you, your friends. These mass trash Anvus. I am going to kill each and every one of you. Hell, I might as well go to Konoha and see how many of you tree huggers I can slaughter. A clone rushed towards him as Jinpachi slammed his fist, moving at incredible speed right in the clone's gut before he placed an explosive tag on his back. He then turned and kicked him towards the group. The clone took out a good portion of them. Water style. Water dragon technique, Jinpachi said. The heavy downpour started twists and turned into a massive dragon as Jinpachi leaped and landed. I hope you're prepared to die this time, brat. The dragon tore through the clones, toppling trees and sending water everywhere. Sasuke, Shikamaru, and the medical ninja and the other ninjas had to relocate to a different tree. Once their tree was destroyed, once they landed, Sasuke asked a question. Why aren't you helping the dope? That is classified, Uchiha-san. Sasuke looked at him like he was crazy. Classified his ass. That was his friend down there. As he turned his gaze towards the medic. Heal my leg and shoulder right now. If you're going to sit here and watch him get thrown around, then do that. I am not going to do the same. The medic looked into Sasuke's eyes. Please refrain from trying to cast any genjutsu on me, Uchiha-san. I am not your enemy. Huh? Sasuke was confused. He didn't even know any genjutsu. What was he talking about? Before anyone could say anything, Jinpachi strapped at least a dozen explosive on the water dragon. Pray that we never meet again, boys, because next time you will die. As he sped off, the explosives going off. The place was erupted. The ground shook and the trees toppled over. The canopy line exploded. The Anvu grabbed Sasuke the medic, held onto Shikamaru tightly. As they relocate them, they eventually settled near a tree that was not in the onslaught as Naruto landed right beside them. Damn it, he got away! Damn it, damn it, damn it! Naruto angrily roared as he stomped on the tree. Sasuke turned as he saw the crimson chakra flow in and outside of the boy. The fact that he could still see the blue chakra twisting with the red chakra was still a shock to him. As Naruto turned, as he gazed into Sasuke's eyes. Nice red eyes, teen, he said. Red eyes? You're the one with red eyes. You got them too. Only difference is mine are slitted. Yours look like a Sharingan. Sasuke stepped rather close to Naruto as Naruto backed away. I know we're close friends, but I don't swing that way, man. Give me something other than a kiss, like some cool Uchiha scroll or something. Shut up, dope. I'm trying to see my eyes. As Sasuke looked into his headband. As Sasuke was shocked, his eyes had two Tomo in them. As he couldn't believe it. Your eyes are glowing, yeah, that's pretty cool. Hope you don't think that you're better than me. Because mine can glow as well, said Naruto. But Naruto smirked, as his friend had unlocked a part of his heritage. Next time, said Sasuke, I won't be on the sideline once again. If we're gonna do something suicidal as this once again, we'll be side to side. Right, we'll all be there to get our ass kicked together. Shikamaru included. Right, Shikamaru? He's still unconscious, you idiot. I'll take that silence as a yes, said Naruto. Boss, we're back with good news. The clones appeared. And a dead body, another one said. Oh yeah, said Naruto. I didn't lose completely tonight. I got the other bastard that stabbed Shikamaru. More clones appear as they had several scrolls. One of them as large as Sasuke. We got stuff about Uzumaki style sealing, fighting styles and jutsus, and training exercises. The Anvus looked towards the body of Kushimaru. They were rather shocked. This child was able to take down one of the fearsome 7 ninja swordsmen. And now with these scrolls, Danzo-sama will definitely need to know about this. Time skip, 3 days later, Konoha. Sasuke couldn't help but inch away from the blonde that was next to him, releasing that amount of power. As being so close to him was making him hear things. Slaughter everyone. Kill, kill, kill. Die. Sasuke shook his head. Was the hallucination getting stronger? Because he could swear the voices were getting louder. As he started to take a step back. And another. And another. And another. Hey Sasuke, where are you going? Shit. He was caught. I'm just leaving, Sasuke said, as he decided to face the music. That shouldn't be a problem. On the opposite end of the branch, Naruto tilted his head towards Sasuke. He looked at him for a good long minute, before he smiled. To him it was supposed to be a friendly, warm smile. To Sasuke, however, that was an evil, wicked cruel smile. If the whole walking, bloodlust incarnate wasn't already a problem, the smile made it worse. It just emitted this feeling of death. As Naruto jumped up and started to walk towards Sasuke, it felt like exactly what Jinpachi did when he walked towards him slowly, as he felt like his death was close. As Sasuke was confused, when the hell did he get this close? As he did not break eye contact, not even once. I am bored, and sitting under moonlight on a tree branch isn't fun for me. You're right, said Naruto. Unfortunate for Sasuke, Naruto spoke. I'll tag along with you. It's not too fun sitting out here. Sasuke tried to keep it cool. I don't know where you're heading to, but I'm going home. Party at your house then. Sasuke wondered if he was still hallucinating or was Naruto daring him to say otherwise. The way he spoke, there was even a glint of challenge in his eyes. Sasuke decided to go with it the old-fashioned way. He leaped off the branch and ran. Don't run away, come back, Naruto yelled. But Sasuke ran the hell out of the woods. On his speedy journey away, he came across Shikamaru, sitting on a tree branch. Shikamaru, what are you doing out here? Shikamaru glanced around before he spoke. Hiding. From? What do you think? Naruto. No, Shikamaru said. Why would I be hiding from him? Are you? More like running away from him. You don't feel like killing Tenten, running all around. That's Naruto? Shit. I thought it was my mom on a warpath. As Sasuke's sweat dropped, well, at least the main cause of Shikamaru hiding in the woods was now out in the open. Is it me, or has he been a bit off ever since we got back? Like, more edgy, more prone to fight any of us, and a bit more disturbing, Sasuke asked. As Shikamaru thought about it, once they got back, pretty much all the girls that knew Sasuke blamed Naruto for Sasuke's injuries. Shinobis and civilians alike also blamed him as well, even going as far to say that he was a bad influence on the Uchiha. Due to that foul red chakra that he was able to use, people started to refer to him as a demon incarnate, confused the younger generation. No one knew why the older generation called him a demon, and they would not say why. Not to mention there was supposed to be a council meeting to discuss what happens next, and it seems that Naruto was definitely not in a good mood. It's thought that their friend was being demonized by the general population just because he wanted to learn about his heritage. I see what you mean now, but why is Naruto still using that chakra? More importantly, why is it growing in intensity and getting stronger as well? I have no idea, Sasuke said. I'm not trying to stick around him though while he's like that. He gets extra aggressive when his eyes are red. A bit too aggressive if you ask me. Shikamaru got to his feet. I say we go back to the village and wait his bad mood out. No sense being around him if he's that pissed off. Now tell me why you guys want to run away from me like that. I expected that from Shikamaru, but not from you, Sasuke. What is the world coming to? The voice of Naruto said, as he landed on the same branch. Sasuke regarded Naruto cautiously, getting ready to leap from the area. What is with you and all this malice that you're putting out? I have no idea what you're talking about, said Naruto. I am always like this, aren't I? As he strolled over to Shikamaru and patted him on the back. I'm hurt, man, he said. Neither of you won't hang out with me anymore. That's messed up. The pats on Shikamaru's back started to become a bit too hard. As Shikamaru tensed up. Well, stop putting out all that anger, and we wouldn't have to be... Shikamaru was cut off as a bone came through his chest. Alarming, both him and Sasuke as his shirt became drenched with blood. Shikamaru looked up towards the blonde in shock. You stabbed me. Sasuke froze, his eyes turning towards Naruto. Can't be bothered by me. If you're dead now, can you? Said Naruto. Sasuke was petrified in fear as Shikamaru dropped to his knees. I'll give you a head start. Run. Sasuke ran for his life as a tree that they were on started to break with the sheer amount of pressure that Naruto was releasing, as Naruto spoke in a dangerous deep voice. I'm quite fond of a good hunt. Time skip. 20 minutes later, somewhere in the village, Sasuke ducked into a nearby alleyway to avoid another flurry of bones. He looked at the weapons that were meant to harm him, as he noticed a foul, red chakra coating them. The size of them were massive, they were the size of a grown man's arm. Sasuke heard several yells from several shinobi. Kill the boy, he's no longer human. Avoid any taijutsu attacks at all costs. Wear him down with ninjutsu. We have to prevent him from advancing at all possible costs. Don't let him get near into the village. Sasuke could not see, but he heard the jutsus. As Sasuke knew how this was going to play out though. Countless shinobis tried to stop Naruto, but they met gruesome deaths. They were trying to keep away and attacking from the far, but he just got in close and slaughtered them. Sasuke leaped towards the rooftop as he surveyed the streets. Different section of the village was ablaze. Smoke filled in the sky as Sasuke saw several people pinned on the walls, with a bone sticking through their chest or even their face. A loud roar echoed out as Sasuke leaped. Bones erupted from the ground. Sasuke watched in horror and shock as the bones pierced through everyone. Man, woman, child. No warning, nothing, they were just skewered. Sasuke wasn't spared either as a sizable bone went into his thigh. The sky took on a crimson color as blood started raining down. Sasuke watches the bone that he was impaled on crack as Naruto's body started to emerge from it. Only his torso emerging. The rest of his body attached his head bone. He pulled his arm back before he drove it straight through Sasuke's chest. Blood flew freely from the wound as Naruto ripped his arm out. Sasuke looked at his own heart as his eyes went wide. Sasuke jumped out of bed, screaming as he looked around clutching his chest. He was confused. That was a... He calmed his breathing. A dream, he thought to himself. It was just a dream. As he realized that none of that happened was a reality. It was just a dream. He made his way to the bathroom as he splashed water on his face. He glanced up towards his reflection, but there was a knock on his door. The nightmare that he just had him on edge as he glanced towards the door. He approached and stopped. "Who is it?" he said. "Anvu, Uchiha-san. I was sent by the Hokage to retrieve you for the council meeting today. Are you prepared?" Sasuke completely forgot about that. "Oh yeah, just let me get dressed. I'll be out shortly." Sasuke made his way back towards his room, but the images were stuck in his mind. Those eyes, that aura. As Sasuke really hoped that nightmare would never become a reality, but that aura that Naruto released, so powerful, so deadly, it scared him. Meanwhile, Forest of Death entrance. As Naruto looked at the most hostile place within Konoha, he smiled to himself as he adjusted the scroll on his back. Despite all the hassle and people trying to blame him, he didn't really much care. His mood could not be ruined with all the things that he got. Interesting techniques, strategies, and many things from many members of the Uzumaki clan. Today he wanted to get a bit in depth with the training exercise scroll. While his taijutsu was good, it wasn't up to par to deal with someone like an elite swordsman. The 7 Ninja Swordsman was said to be a fearsome group that originated from Kiri, but still, he was not at that level yet. Therefore, he was going to improve his skill and branch out to new avenues. As Jinpachi had made it clear, "If you can't get near me, then what can you do to me?" He shook his head at that, as he was destined to improve. In life, everyone has to face losses. It's either they take it and improve, or they give up. And Naruto was the one to give up. He unlocked the gate as he stepped inside and locked it behind him. As he took off into the deadly forest, there was many things around, animals, the flowers, and he also saw rusted kunais and shurikens. He came to a stop and found no threats, as he actually wanted to find something though. But there was nothing around for the moment, so he brought his hand up. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Once he was satisfied with the amount, he started to bark out orders. "Alright guys, I want 10 of you to set up a perimeter around here. If there is something not friendly, deal with it," said Naruto. One of the clones that got stuck with guard duty scoffed. "And what will you be doing, mister? I'm too good to watch my own back, so I have my clones do it." Another clone looked towards him. "You do realize that technically he's watching his own back, because we're clones, right? Did you forget that you're him, or merely an extension of him? Or did he not give you enough chakra to function properly upstairs?" The clone that got insulted created a bone sword. "Anyone that has an issue with me, or has anything to say regarding what I said, I dare you. Come and make it clear to me," he said. "Can you guys stop being dickheads to each other for just 5 minutes," said Naruto. "We need to get some work done here." They stopped their brawl, several of them rubbing their head sheepishly. The one that pulled out his sword though, he frowned as he placed the sword in his left hand. "My sword is staying out, despite the ceasefire." "Why?" "Just in case I need to stab something. I am on guard duty after all." No one bought that. They made a mental note to watch out for him, because he seemed like you want to kill them. Right, anyway, said Naruto, the rest of us will be working on whatever's in these scrolls. Any question? No one said nothing. Until... Oi, I got a question. The clone with the blade said. Alright, let's say I perceive that asshole who said I was slow as a threat. Can I eliminate that possible threat with extreme prejudice? As that verbal jab about him being stupid rubbed in the wrong way. And you want to, well, get it sorted out. Whoever said that, please stay away from him, said Naruto, as he clapped his hands. Alright, let's get down to business. The clones nod as they set out to complete their tasks. Seeing them get to work, Naruto plopped down and pulled the scroll from his back, as he admired the dark red and gold color stream. Uzumaki, chakra 101. Why we are dense in mind, body and soul. If you're reading this scroll, you're obviously a Uzumaki, otherwise you would be hallucinating by now. If you're not, congrats. The genjutsu that is in the seal is not eating away at your sanity. Fui Jutsu does some really gnarly stuff. Anyway, let's get to the point. The Uzumaki, that's you. You look the future badass, are known for their extreme long life force and their vitality. Our chakra is extremely potent as well. I believe that only the Senjus, and maybe a handful of Uchihas, might be in match. But when it comes to chakra, that is what put us above the others, due to several reasons. Reason number 1. Our unique brand jutsu are ours only, since you need a certain amount of chakra to use them. Ever seen one of the experienced Uzumakis do some crazy shit, like use their chakra to make chains? I know you're probably thinking what's so good about chains. Before you shrug this off, just know that Mito Uzumaki use her chains to restrain Biju on a regular basis. Enough said. Naruto's eyes went wide at that. The implications and the possibilities of such a technique made him giddy on the inside. That could serve as a boom to his abilities, actually giving him something in range, as he smirked at that and continued to read. Reason number 2. Our chakra assists us in doing what everyone fears us for. Fuinjutsu. If we're that good, that Mizu, the San, Kumu, and Saki don't want any problem with our little island, that shows you that we're doing something good. Our seals are the stuff of legend, and for something to be powerful enough to be regarded as such, a highly and intensive legend, it must need a high power source behind it, right? For example, imagine the standard explosive tag. With the amount of chakra in one, you could probably blow a hole in a 2-story building. Maybe even knock it down if you knew a thing or two about architecture or building points. However, with a Uzumaki tag, say goodbye to that building, the building beside it. Hell, you might as well get rid of the whole street. Naruto's eyes went wide at that. Everyone liked explosive, but explosives like this. He loved this family already, without even meeting them. Reason number 3. We kind of secretly figured out how to do high level jutsus without hand signs at one point. The more you do our styles of ninjutsu, the less you have to spend on those pesky hand signs. And it made the enemy shit themselves when you simply cross your arms and your jutsu activate. By now, if you're young and impressionable, I'm pretty sure I had you at explosive tags. If putting a Biju on a leash like a house dog wasn't enough for you, now you're wondering, how, however, will I ever become a badass of that caliber? It's quite simple. No, not really. It's hard as hell. Before you become one with your chakra, to do the things that will make you a literal legend on the land, you have to start with the training. What you're gonna learn how to do is meditate. Yeah, no fancy hand signs, no high level technique, nothing really fancy yet. Just meditate. Hope I didn't lose you at that. In order to learn your chakra inside and out, you'll have to meditate. The meditation is key because you have to learn how to hold your chakra outside of your body, like a physical thing. Yeah, I know, it sounds complicated, right? Basically think about it like this: when chakra runs through your body, it's like a liquid. When high level shinobis fight, it comes off them like a gas. But what you want to do is bring it out like a solid. Or at least make it so that it left a mark on something. Or destroy something, snap a branch in half. Focus on expelling your chakra from your points at small bursts at first. You will know that you're making changes when your chakra leave imprint on your target. The whole process will increase your chakra control immensely. Have fun and try not to pop a blood vessel. Those are pretty important. As Naruto stopped reading, some of his clones were already getting to work. Might as well get the boring part of the way first. Naruto thought to himself as he made his way. Climbing up a tree, he sat down on a branch as he sit in a lotus position. He had prior training with his chakra due to his upbringing with Orochimaru, but he have to admit his chakra control was not that adequate. As he started to get to work, after a good 10 minutes of circulating his chakra through his body, as he felt it all over, he got to his feet. As he aimed his hand towards a branch, eventually pushing up to his hands that it started to whisk out of his hands and the rest of his body, its pores. Chakra started to whisk out of him. He then pushed it from his palms. And nothing happened. He bent his knees as he got on all fours. As he looked towards Ira, but there was no mark, nothing at all. So he tried again. Nothing. So he tried again. And nothing happened. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting new results. Naruto wondered who the hell broke his perimeter as he turned. It was a lady that tried to shake him down before. He left for the scrolls. As she saw his scroll, let me get a peek at what you're trying to do here. Maybe I can help. Naruto tackled her, don't he said. There's some mind messed up jutsu, genjutsu thing in there, if you're not at Uzumaki. Anko looked up. He had the balls to mount her like this. So, rather than have me fall under the effects of the genjutsu, you rather have me under you. Kinky, but you're a bit too young for me. As she looked at him with a smirk, making his cheeks go red a bit, as he got off of her. As Naruto picked up said scroll and hacked it over his back. Alright, who are you? And how did you get here? I set up a perimeter and everything. She got up in the most sexiest way possible, just to tease him, as she walked over. Uncle Midarashi Kid, the sexiest kunoichi in the world, as she struck a pose. As to how I got in here, I live in the forest, plus, all of your clones are looking for grown-based threats. Not something stealthily, moving through the trees like me. Any more questions? As Naruto glanced down. Hey you, stabby clone, I see you. Don't you try to assassinate him. I was just practicing the new chakra control exercises. He got in the way. Look, I make progress. As he pushed chakra from his palms, knocking the clone in front of him over, as his head hit the tree. The clone did spell as Naruto got the feeling of being pushed forward, as he was confused. Did I just feel what the clone felt? It was strange to him because the last time he used clones like this heavily was when he fought Jinpachi, and they got popped from left and right. Maybe it was the adrenaline and the voices running through his head made him didn't know what was happening. So you're practicing the art of making people headbutt things, using your chakra, Uncle said. Pretty cool trick for when you go to parties, but I'm not seeing how. This will help you out in the field. She was surprised though at the amount of clones that she saw, moving around the forest floor. All those duplicates, and he looked nowhere near winded. She knew one thing for certain. The girl that he ended up with, he will be completely satisfied, because of all this stamina. As she giggled to herself, Naruto turned towards her. You are right, Uncle, he said. Your nose is bleeding. She wiped away the blood. Oh, I'm fine, she said. Completely fine. No perverted thoughts over here. No, sir. Naruto deadpanned as he did not bite at all. As Naruto tried to climb down the tree. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You got a council meeting today, brat. And they got everyone looking for you. So come on, let's get this over with. Naruto groaned, as he completely forgot about that. As he dispelled all the clones, that was a bad idea as he fell. The information overload, Uncle had to call him. Poor kid doesn't even know how the jutsu work all the way. She thought to herself. Time skip, council room. Harrison sat in his chair as he glanced towards the clan heads. Hayashi, Hyuga clan. Tatsumi, Inuzuka clan. Choza, Akemichi clan. Shikaku, Nara clan. Inoichi, Yamanaka clan. Shibi, Aburumi clan. As he shared respectful nods of acknowledgement with the members, until his eyes caught with the civilian side. Hokage-sama, that little miscreant, has the nerve to get Uchiha-sama and Nara-sama hurt, and yet he can't even show up for his punishment. I am shocked and appalled. Can we just skip the formalities and kick him out of the village? Leave him a missing link as well. He's been taught by the traitor. Hopefully he'll survive, maybe. Hopefully not. As Danzo did not see the importance of keeping the civilian council, but his crowd-pleasing comrade had to keep them, so that the civilians could have a voice. But if it's up to him, to hell with them all. When they didn't have their purposes, he didn't like them. Tatsumi yawned, as whatever they say, it would never occur. The first Hokage had a better chance of coming back to life than the old man kicking out the boy to the village. Honestly, did they really think that was gonna happen? Hey Choza, she said. Wanna make a friendly wager? None of the brats were here yet, so why not make some game to pass the time? Why the hell not, said Choza. What are we betting on this time? As he hoped it was another eating competition or a drinking one. Hell, why not both? They always work out in his favor, win or lose. Really, Hayashi said as he heard. Trying to participate in something as uncool as gambling in a council meeting. You both should be ashamed of yourself, he said. It's trademark Hyuga superiority showing. As both Tasumi and Choza chuckle as they ignore him. Bet money that the Hokage flip his shit during the meeting, she said. I'm putting on 500 Ryu. You win, she asked. Childish wagers like those are unbecoming of a woman of your stature, Tatsumi, Hayashi said. She turned her gaze as she decided to mess with him. Hey Hayashi, I got a favor to ask of you. As she was serious. As long as it's within the realm of possible, I may be able to aid you. Now tell me, what is it? Oh, I was just wondering if I could borrow that stick that you have shoved up your ass. After you wash it, of course. I haven't had anything as big as that trademark Hyuga ass stick. Satisfied me in a long while, she said. Her tone was completely serious. As Choza burst out laughing, Hayashi's eyebrows started to twitch violently. It worked. As Shigaku and Inoichi caught sight of the bet as well. Shigaku pulled his head up. Those Ryu that your old man keeps it under wraps. Inoichi threw some money in the pot as well. I'm with Shigaku, he said. I got faith in Hokage to pull through. Enough to put down 750 Ryu. Choza scratched his chin. I'll join Tatsumi with a nice 1,000 Ryu, he said. As the bets were placed until Hayashi spoke. If you are all gonna partake in such an unbecoming activity, you might as well do it with high stakes and dignity. 5,000 Ryu that Hokage-sama, he paused, he thought about it, does not lose his composure. They were shocked that he entered into the bet. He saw them all looking at him what? He couldn't participate as well. Just because his clan is known for being high class, that didn't mean he didn't like to have fun as well. He just had to do it while maintaining his reputation as a pompous ass. Alright, got that beat, Hayashi. I did not see that coming. So is that everyone? As all of them shook their heads. As they did not even notice that they left out Shibi. Shibi growled. Everyone forgot about him yet again. So what if he was on the far end of the row? He would like to partake as well. He even had a plan to slowly push the Hokage with a few insteps so he would snap. As he was angry, he was always automatically placed in the background. The door opened as Sasuke and Shikamaru came in. As Shikamaru had an arm sling, and his shoulder was bandaged as well. As Harrison greeted the both of them, as he asked, how's your shoulder coming along, Shikamaru? It still throbs a lot, what doctor said. I should be back in action by the end of next week. Right around the time of the team placement. The lazy side wished that he could be out of commission for a long while, but he refused to stay weak. That trip was a wake-up call even if he did not fight. Him and Sasuke hate to admit it, but Naruto made the right call in keeping them away from the swordsman so that they would not fight directly. Danzo's gaze fell on Sasuke. Maybe they would check and assist to the plan, he thought to himself. As Hiruzen noticed his gaze. What are you planning? He thought to himself. Finally, said Shigaku. You both have arrived. Now where's the guest of honor? He said. As one of the civilians spoke. Narasama. Look at what that he was cut off as a kunai whipped past his face. As he gulped. He had to choose his words a bit more carefully. Look at your son. What that boy has caused. Surely you don't want something as reckless as that associated with your son, now do you? So that was his game, trying to use the emotional side, thinking that Shikaku would crumble under the pressure. As both Shikamaru and Shikaku turned towards him, the look on their face were exactly the same. He's not dead, and ninja life is not pretty. I wasn't expecting my son to go through the early ages of his childhood without a scratch. That is just unrealistic. All in all, I would say that he came out pretty good from that. As Shikamaru spoke next, Naruto is one of my closest friends. As troublesome as he might be, I won't stop hanging around him anytime soon. Hell, if it wasn't for him and these interests, I probably would be trying to do just the bare minimum with my skills. After a hands-on with high-level shinobis that want to kill me, I realized that just keeping little I can do is the quickest way to get me killed. As the older ninjas felt a sense of pride, as that was a wake-up call for him it seems, a motivation for Naru that would prove beneficial for him in the future. As Sasuke shared the same facts as well, he refused to just skate by. He was a Uchiha, he was meant for greatness. The door to the room opened, but it was just another Anbu, before he was shoved out of the way though. As Anko stepped in, Hokage-sama, you might want to find some new Anbu, if they couldn't find a spikier brat like Naruto, she said. As she dropped Naruto face first so she couldn't damage the scroll on his back. As Tatsumi wondered what kind of scroll was that, she then saw the symbol, and many others saw it as well. Was that an Uzumaki scroll? One of the civilians noticed the scroll. What is such an unsavory individual like him doing with such an ordinary scroll? A parchment like that, looking that appealing, does not belong in the hands of that boy. Sasuke looked up towards the man, who switched his attitude quick. Yes, Uchiha-sama. Is there something you'd like to say? He asked. Sasuke wondered what the hell was wrong with these people. That's a Uzumaki scroll from the Uzumaki clan. And if you hadn't noticed, he's a Uzumaki. Tatsumi snickered as the man shut his mouth. Nice way of shutting him down, pup, she said. Sasuke kicked Naruto in the rib. Wake up, he said, as everyone's sweat dropped. Isn't that a bit too harsh, Shikamaru said. He's probably taking way worse, he'll be alright. As Naruto groaned on the ground, as he reached down towards his rib. As he opened his eyes. As he looked at Sasuke first. He then turned towards Shikamaru. Sasuke did it, said Shikamaru. Damn it, Shikamaru, did you really have to? Yes, just because I'm injured doesn't mean that you won't find a reason to harass me. He's right, said Naruto. I would just tell him to suck it up and face it as a future combat enemy. Despite being injured, they won't stop. Hiruzen made a mental note to pick Naruto's brain for things in the future. The things that he subjected Sasuke and Shikamaru to would be better served in the academic curriculum for the younger generation to know what to look forward to in the future. Naruto patted Sasuke in the back. Sasuke flinched a bit as he remembered his nightmare. Don't worry, Sasuke, I'll handle that later. Hey, how's it going, Gigi? Said Naruto as he turns attention towards him. Gigi? How dare you? Show the Hokage some respect. Who do you think you are? The civilians start to chump up. Hiruzen gave them a glare. They always have the tension to just go crazy for the smallest things. As he decided to get this meeting on hand before he loses cool with these people, because they were really starting to piss him off. But guys, be in subs right here. If you want to see the next person do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. But for now, see you guys soon. Peace.